Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the secret of Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is well known for its exquisite marble structure, which is located in Agra, India, and is also a mausoleum, an enduring monument to the love of a husband for his favorite wife. But before we get into today's video, to those who are new to this channel, please feel free to click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you would be notified about the latest updates. So without any delay, let's get right into the video. The Prince Shihabuddin Muhammad Khurram was born to the Emperor Jahangir on January 5, 1592 in Lahore. He was the fifth emperor of the Mughal Empire and was considered the most competent of all the emperor. After the death of Emperor Jahangir in the late 1627, a war of succession had taken place and Shah Jahan emerged victorious by killing his rivals. Therefore, he was crowned the Emperor of Agra in January 1628 under the regnal title Shah Jahan. In 1607, when he was strolling down the Meena Bazaar, Shah Jahan caught a glimpse of a girl hawking silk and glass beads. It was love at first sight, and the girl was Mumtaz Mahal, who was known as Arjumand Banu Begum. Born in April 27, 1593 as Arjumand Banu Begum, she was the daughter of Abdul Hassan Asaf Khan and a princess from the Persian nobility. After meeting her, Shah Jahan went back to his father and declared that he wanted to marry her, but due to their young age, they had to marry 5 years later. Mumtaz Mahal was betrothed to Shah Jahan around April 5, 1607, when she was 14 years old at the time and he was 15. They then married 5 years after the year of their betrothal on May 10, 1612 or June 7, 1612 in Agra. In the year 1628, when Shah Jahan became the emperor, he entrusted Arjumand Banu with the royal seal and also bestowed her with the title of Mumtaz Mahal, meaning the jewel of the palace. During the intervening years between their betrothal and marriage, Shah Jahan had married his first wife, Princess Kandahari Begum in 1610 and in 1617. After marrying Mumtaz, took a third wife, Izun-Nisa Begum, who was titled Akbarabadi Mahal, the daughter of a prominent Mughal courtier. According to the official court historians, both the marriages were political alliances. It was said that Shah Jahan was so taken with Mumtaz that he showed a very little interest in exercising his polygamous rights with his two other wives, other than dutifully siring a child with each. According to the official court chronicler, Motamid Khan, as recorded in his Iqbal-Nama-e-Jahangiri, the relationship with his other wives had nothing more than the status of marriage. The intimacy, deep affection, attention and favor which Shah Jahan had for Mumtaz exceeded what he felt for his other wives. Likewise, Shah Jahan's historian Inayat Khan commented that his whole delight was centered on this illustrious lady, Mumtaz, to such an extent that he did not feel towards his other two wives even the 1,000th part of the affection that he did for Mumtaz. Mumtaz Mahal had a very deep and loving marriage with Shah Jahan for 19 years. The couple had 14 children together as a proof of their love, but only 7 lived up to adulthood. Even during her lifetime, poets would extol her beauty, grace, and compassion. Despite her frequent pregnancies, Mumtaz traveled with Shah Jahan's entourage throughout his earlier military campaigns and the subsequent rebellion against his father. She was his constant companion and trusted confidant, leading court historians to go to unheard lengths to document the intimate and erotic relationship the couple enjoyed. Mumtaz Mahal died during the childbirth of their 14th child. Mumtaz Mahal died from postpartum hemorrhage in Burhanpur on June 17, 1631, while giving birth to her 14th child, after a prolonged labor around 35 hours. She had been accompanying her husband while he was fighting a campaign in the Deccan Plateau. Few hours before her death, Mumtaz Mahal in her Sharmiana tent is surrounded all around by the expert midwives and physician. Jahanara, her elder daughter, and Sadul Nisa, her selected maid, is standing close to her. Shah Jahan is outside the camp and waiting for the good news. He was in touch with the eunuchs who serve as messengers. All of a sudden a message comes to him and he rushes to the spot. Others who was in the tent were directed to move away except Jahan Ara, the favorite maid, and the royal physician Bazir Khan. A sudden quietness prevails. Mumtaz Mahal was groaning under the labor pains for more than 35 hours. Her visage is turning pale and a sort of drowsy numbness appalls her body. Shah Jahan was sitting close to Mumtaz Mahal, puts her head on him and caves her with tears in his eyes. He murmured and prayed to Allah, perceiving that she is on the brink of collapse. Bazir Khan is standing helpless. Before her death, Mumtaz asked Shah Jahan to fulfill her 3 wishes. The first is that Shah Jahan have to take good care of their children and subjects. Secondly, she asked him not to marry again, and thirdly is to make the monumental love to preserve their lovely memories. The newborn baby, later known as Gahar Ara, was in the arms Sati ul-Nisa Khanum. Her body was temporarily buried in a walled pleasure garden known as Zainabad, originally constructed by Shah Jahan's uncle Prince Danyal along the Tapti River. The heavy loss made the king fall deep in pain and grief. He was so upset and sad that his life became a living hell without his better half. He was shattered, and this made his kingdom suffer, as he had announced 2 long years of mourning in the court. When he returned, his head turned white, his back had bent and his face worn. Burhanpur was never intended by her husband as his wife's final resting spot. As a result, her body was disinterred in December 1631 and transported in a golden casket escorted by her son Shah Shuja, the deceased empress's head lady-in-waiting, and the distinguished courtier Wazir Khan, back to Agra. There, it was interred in a small building on the banks of the Yamuna River. Shah Jahan stayed behind in Burhanpur to conclude the military campaign that had originally brought him to the region. While there, he began planning the design and construction of a suitable mausoleum and funerary garden in Agra for his wife. It was a task that would take 22 years to complete. The Taj Mahal. Upon returning from the camp, Shah Jahan began planning the design and construction of a suitable mausoleum and a beautiful garden in Agra for his wife. It was a task that would take up to 22 years of construction, which started in 1632 and ended in 1653. It was initially named Roza-e-Munawwara, which means unique building. It was later renamed by Shah Jahan as Taj Mahal. This tomb was made of white marble and a showpiece of Mughal architecture. It was supposed to represent Shah Jahan's version of Mumtaz Mahal's home in paradise. The architecture of the Taj Mahal combines elements of Islamic, Indian, Persian, Ottoman and Turkish styles of art. Ustad Ahmad Lahori was the main architect of the Taj Mahal. It is said that around 20,000 people worked day and night for 22 years to complete the construction of Taj Mahal. The cost of the construction was said to be around 320 million rupees. Materials from all over India and Asia were used to construct the Taj Mahal, and over 1,000 elephants were used to carry building materials. The white marble was sourced from Makrana in Rajasthan, turquoise from Tibet, lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, jade and crystal from China, and sapphire from Sri Lanka and Arabia. It is believed that the Taj Mahal was constructed in such a way that the white marble reflects that sky, which causes the monument to change its colors. Therefore, it is said that the Taj Mahal appears pinkish in the early morning, milky white at the noon, sparkling golden at sunset, and shimmering silver under the moonlight. The change of the Taj Mahal color is believed to reflect the mood swings of a woman. There is also a calligraphy on the tomb of Mumtaz Mahal which identifies and praises her. The Taj Garden has become an integral part of the Taj Mahal that serves as the highlight of this mausoleum. It is filled with green leaves, chirping birds, plentiful fruits and attractive flowers. It is also referred to as the Paradise Garden that covers total area of 300 meters. The garden found in Taj Mahal have followed the concept of 4, which known as the holiest number on the Islam religion. The place has been divided into 4 blocks which has been adorned with a glorious fountain that serves as the focal point of the garden. There are around 16 flower beds in every quarter that divided the raised lanes and around 400 flowers in every flower bed. There are various elements in the garden that have been arranged in a symmetrical form. At the heart of the garden, The elevated marble lotus that has been highlighted with cusped border has intensified the beauty of the garden. The balanced proportion of the entire area emanates peacefulness, as Shah Jahan had created the entire place to reward the spirit of his wife with a palace. Shah Jahan became seriously ill in September 1658. During his days of recovery, Dara Shikoh, one of his sons, assumed the role of the ruler. This made his brothers furious, and almost immediately Shuja and Murak Bakhsh sought independent provinces and claimed their rightful share. Meanwhile, Aurangzeb had formed an army of his own and went on to defeat his brother Dara Shikoh. He then killed rest of his contenders and declared himself as the emperor. Although Shah Jahan had fully recovered from his illness, Aurangzeb declared him incompetent and kept him under house arrest in Agra fort. Aurangzeb also imprisoned his sister Jahanara Begum Sahib, who wanted to stay with her father in order to take care of him. Shah Jahan is said to have spent 8 long years of his imprisonment by staring at the tomb of his beloved wife. In the first week of January 1666, Shah Jahan once again fell ill and never recovered. On January 30th, he is said to have summoned Akbar-e Mahal and requested her to take care of his daughter, Janahara Begum. He is then said to have recited a few lines from the Holy Quran before breathing his last breath at the age of 74. The emperor, who once had ruled the whole of India and more, had died as a prisoner. Princess Janahara Begum wanted a procession with the state's noblemen carrying her father's body all over Agra so that the subjects could wave their final goodbye to their beloved emperor. However, Aurangzeb was in no mood for such an extravagant funeral. In the end, Syed Muhammad Khwana Uji and Qazi Qurban moved the body of Shah Jahan out of the fort, washed it and placed it in a coffin made out of sandalwood. The coffin was then brought to the Taj Mahal through the river, where he was laid to rest next to his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. In the 18th century, the Jat rulers of Bharatpur invaded Agra and attacked the Taj Mahal. They took away the 2 chandeliers, one of the gate and another silver, which were hung over the main cenotaph, and also took the gold and silver screen. Kondo, a Mughal historian, said that the gold shield which covered the 4.6 meter high at the top of the main dome was also removed during the Jat invasion. By the late 19th century, parts of the building had fallen into disrepair. At the end of the 19th century, British Viceroy Lord Curzon ordered a sweeping restoration project, which was completed in 1908. He also commissioned a large lamp in the interior chamber, modeled after one in a Cairo mosque. During this time, the garden was also remodeled with European-style lawns that are still in place today. The belief holds that Shah Jahan planned a mausoleum to be built in black marble across the Yamuna River, with the 2 structures connected by a bridge. The idea originates from a fanciful writings of Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, a French traveler who visited Agra in 1665. It was said that due to Shah Jahan was overthrown by his son Aurangzeb, he was not able to build it. The ruins of blackened marble across that river in the Moonlight Garden, Mehtab Bagh, seem to support this legend. But by using the modern excavations which was carried out in the 1990s, it was found that the blackened marble were actually discolored white stone which had turned black. According to most popular legends, Shah Jahan had commanded to chop off the hands of the artisans and craftsmen who were involved in the construction of this glorious monument, so that they may never build such wondrous monument like Taj Mahal. It is also said that to prevent the craftsmen to witness any other beautiful objects other than the Taj Mahal, Shah Jahan had ordered to take their eyes out of their sockets. This horrible story has been found as false and baseless, as there is no evidence to prove that such incident had really happened. The Taj Mahal is said to be once a palace. It is believed that it belonged to a Rajput king and was built in the 4th century AD. It was later overtaken by Shah Jahan and is modified into Taj Mahal. There was no evidence to support this myth, but it is believed to be true. Professor P. N. Oak of New Delhi has mentioned about this in his book, On the Taj Mahal. It is said that the Taj Mahal is constructed under the supervision of an Italian architect. It has been claimed by some of the Italian historians that the Taj Mahal has been designed by an Italian architect, but they could not prove it as the artisan Geronimo Veronio, whom they claimed to be the architect of the monument, was a skilled jeweler and had nothing to do with construction. Okay guys, that is all for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to receive the latest update from my channel. See you soon in another interesting video. Bye.